Guys, what's going on? My name's Christian, or Genuine Perspective, or whatever you're into calling me. I don't really care. You do you and I'll do me. But anyway, before I get started, can I just say let's go for like 100 likes. I know the like goals haven't been super high, so if we can hit 100 likes, it would be some great motivation to pump out another video. But today's story is completely insane. This is honestly probably the scariest moment in my life, and before I start, I just want to say a lot of you guys probably aren't gonna believe this, or you're gonna say it's fake, when I swear on my life this happened, and this freaked me out, and I just couldn't believe how it happened. And I'm not gonna exaggerate or anything. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it happened, and yeah. So anyway, so about a month or two ago, me and my mom moved into an apartment in town. And so we lived on the outskirts of a town, kind of like 20 minutes, 30 minutes away from a town. And then recently we moved in to the town into an apartment. And we don't live in a bad part of town, but we don't necessarily live in a good one. It's like okay, but the town we live in has some really, really bad parts of it, right? It has some bad parts that you just don't want to be in. And in this town, it's kind of a general rule that you don't walk around at night. You know, people just don't walk around at night here. Why? Because it's just not safe. Unless you're the type of person that makes it unsafe, you just don't walk around at night. And so about 2 weeks ago, this happened. I got in the car, and me personally, I'm 16, but I still only have my permit, but I get my driver's license by the summer. I waited to get my permit, and so that's why, you know, I still don't have my license. But yeah, so anyway, I told my mom, I was like, hey mom, you know, there's a loaf and jug right down the street. She knew that, but I'm just telling you guys, there's one right down the street that you can go to. I was like, hey mom, I'm going to go get us some pops and stuff. And she's cool with it as long as I buy her one. And so I went down there and I went in. Or I didn't get in, actually. So here's how it exactly happened. I pulled up, right? I pulled up to the loaf and jug, and I was right in front of it. And there's this guy standing there. And as I'm pulling in, I see him laughing, right? This dude's just like laughing, kind of got this weird smirk on his face. And he was, you know, just kind of a Hispanic guy. And not to be racist or anything, but in this town, the main ethnicity is Hispanic. So just throwing that out there. And so I pull in, this guy comes up to me, and he comes up to my door, walks around the back, which the second I saw this guy, he started moving, right? The second I was pulling in to the parking lot, he was moving, because I knew something was up. There was red flags going. And so he walks around the back of the car and comes to my side of the window and starts holding out his fingers, counting on his fingers. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I'm freaking out right now, right? Because I have never even been in a situation close to this. Does this make me a pussy? I don't know. I've just never been in a situation like this. And he's like, you have 30 seconds to get out of the car. And I'm like, oh shit, this is for real. Okay, this guy is going to fuck me up. He wasn't a big guy, and I could have probably easily have taken this guy, provided he didn't have a knife or something. But it looked like he was, you know, calling back to these guys who were getting gas in the truck, which it turns out they didn't know each other or weren't like crew or anything. But I was hesitant because, you know, I could have taken this guy, and I didn't have my pocket knife on me, and there was 3 of them. So I was like, no, I can't. It's not worth it. And so he's like, open the door and get out of the car. And so I open it slightly, and then I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? What do I do? And then I close it really quick, and I lock it. And he's like, man, does this dude not understand? And I'm like, what is going on? I'm freaking out, right, guys? Like, adrenaline's pumping. This is a situation I have never been in. I've only been in a handful of fights in my life. And so he reaches for his pocket, right? I'm sitting there. I'm shitting my pants right about now. He reaches to his pocket, and right as he is about to pull something out, I put my foot on the brake, put the bitch into reverse, and I go really fast. The tires start skidding and shit, and then I go to drive, and I busted out of there, right? And my apartment's only like a block away, literally. So I turned off the headlight so he wouldn't see where I was going. I ran a red light, and I went into the thing, and I parked on the other side of the apartment complex and ran into my apartment. And then I called 911 because I didn't know if this dude was following me or not, right? I was freaking out. My mom was on the phone with my grandparents, and they're like, call 911, call 911. So we called 911, and about 10 minutes later, there was a cop there, and he was talking to us, talking about how there was this guy from the insane asylum who really fit the description I was saying, that had just been released and was like refusing to take his meds and stuff. And then about 5 minutes into the conversation, his partner comes on the walkie-talkie, and we find out that they find the guy running around on the highway screaming at people. And this was a guy that had like schizophrenia and stuff and was freaking out. And he said that I really didn't have to worry, that this wasn't like a common thing, and that it was nothing really to be scared about, but that they got the guy, and I might have to testify at court or something like that. So yeah, but that was what happened. And I know it kind of sounds unreal, but I swear to God, that's 100% true, and it freaks me out. And I definitely have a little more peace of mind now that, now that he's caught and everything. But I still lock every door in the freaking apartment before I go to bed, because I'm just like, I'm a non-confrontational type of person. Like, I feel like I could hold my own in like a fight, but at the same time, I don't want to have to do that. I just want to, I'm a non-confrontal type of person. That's just who I am. So anyway, if anything crazy like this has happened to you guys, tell me about it in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching. Smack that like button, and yeah, have an awesome holiday season. I hope to be posting a few more videos out in the coming weeks. So yeah, that's it for today, and peace.